Imagine standing on a world made entirely of ice. Above you hangs the largest planet in the solar system, Jupiter, so massive it fills a huge portion of the sky. Its swirling clouds glow faintly against the darkness, watching over a frozen moon trapped in its gravity. At first glance, Europa looks peaceful, a smooth white sphere drifting silently through space. Beautiful, pure, untouched. But beauty is often the universe's favorite disguise, because hidden beneath Europa's frozen shell lies one of the most terrifying places we have ever discovered. A world where the ground constantly breaks apart beneath your feet. A world bombarded by lethal radiation. A world hiding an ocean deeper than every ocean on Earth combined. And somewhere in that endless darkness, something might be alive. This is Europa, the moon where life may exist, but where no human could ever survive. Europa is one of Jupiter's largest moons, roughly the size of Earth's moon. It circles its giant parent every 3.5 days, trapped in a relentless gravitational dance. For centuries, it was little more than a distant point of light. Just another frozen moon, or so we thought. When spacecraft finally approached Europa, they discovered something strange. Its surface contained surprisingly few impact craters. That should have been impossible. In the vacuum of space, objects are constantly struck by asteroids and comets. Over billions of years, those impacts should leave permanent scars. Yet Europa looked young, almost fresh, as if something was erasing the evidence. Something beneath the ice was reshaping the entire moon. Then scientists found the cracks. Massive, dark fractures stretching for thousands of kilometers across the frozen surface. Some twist like giant scars. Others intersect in chaotic patterns that seem almost alive. The ice is not still. It is moving, breaking, shifting. Europa's surface behaves less like solid ground and more like a frozen skin floating. Above, something hidden underneath, and beneath that skin lies the true nightmare. An ocean. Not a small ocean, not a collection of underground lakes. A global ocean that wraps around the entire moon. Scientists believe this buried sea may contain more liquid water than all of Earth's oceans combined. Think about that for a moment. One tiny moon, more water than our entire planet, hidden beneath an icy shell that may be tens of kilometers thick. But how can an ocean exist so far from the sun? Europa should be completely frozen. The answer lies in Jupiter itself. The giant planet constantly squeezes Europa with its immense gravity. As Europa moves closer and farther during its orbit, the moon is stretched and compressed over and over again, like a stress ball being crushed in a giant invisible hand. This process generates heat deep inside the moon, enough heat to keep vast quantities of water in a liquid state. Europa is being tortured into staying alive, but the ocean is not the most dangerous thing here. The real killer comes from above. Jupiter possesses the most powerful magnetic field of any planet in the solar system. It traps enormous amounts of high-energy radiation. Every second, invisible particles blast across Europa's surface at nearly the speed of light. The radiation environment is so extreme that an unprotected human standing on Europa would receive a fatal dose in just a few hours. You would not see it. You would not hear it. The ice around you would remain perfectly silent. Yet billions of energetic particles would be tearing through your cells, destroying your DNA, cooking your body from the inside. Europa is beautiful, but its beauty is radioactive. Even most spacecraft struggle to survive there. Electronics slowly degrade. Sensors become damaged. Computers suffer constant bombardment from invisible cosmic bullets. Simply visiting Europa is one of the greatest engineering challenges humanity has ever attempted. And yet beneath that deadly surface may lie one of the safest environments in the solar system, because the thick ice above acts like a giant shield, blocking most of Jupiter's radiation. Deep below the frozen crust, the hidden ocean exists in complete darkness. No sunlight has ever reached those waters, not once in billions of years. Imagine descending through kilometers of ice. The light from the surface slowly disappears. The frozen ceiling vanishes above you. Then suddenly you emerge into an ocean larger than any sea on Earth. Black, silent, endless. The pressure would be immense, the darkness absolute. You would not be able to see your own hand. Yet scientists believe this ocean may contain many of the ingredients necessary for life. Water, energy, organic compounds, possibly even hydrothermal vents on the seafloor. On Earth, hydrothermal vents support entire ecosystems, Creatures thrive around them without any sunlight at all. Life found a way. Could the same thing have happened on Europa? It is one of the most important questions in modern science. Because if life emerged independently in Europa's hidden ocean, it would mean the universe may be filled with living worlds. But if something is down there, it would not look like us. It would not know sunlight. It would not know blue skies. It would not know seasons. Any European life would have evolved in eternal darkness beneath kilometers of ice, its entire history unfolding inside a black ocean hidden from the universe. Perhaps giant microbial colonies drift through the depths. Perhaps strange creatures swim around hydrothermal vents. Perhaps entire ecosystems have existed for millions of years, completely unaware that stars even exist. Or perhaps the ocean is empty, a vast dark wilderness waiting for its first visitor. Either possibility is terrifying. And this brings us back to humanity. Could we ever live there? The answer is brutally simple. Not on the surface. The radiation alone makes long-term survival nearly impossible. Temperatures plunge to around minus 160 degrees Celsius. The atmosphere is so thin it is practically a vacuum. Water is locked inside rock-hard ice. Every breath would require artificial life support. Every step would require shielding. Every habitat would need protection from constant radiation bombardment. Europa does not want visitors. It actively tries to kill them. The only realistic future colony would likely exist beneath the ice itself, buried deep underground where the frozen shell blocks Jupiter's radiation. Entire cities hidden beneath a world of ice, separated from the stars by kilometers of frozen ocean ceiling. Imagine living your entire life without ever seeing the sky, without ever seeing a sunrise, without ever seeing Jupiter. Only darkness above, darkness below, and an endless alien ocean stretching into the abyss. Europa may one day become humanity's most distant frontier, but it will never feel like home. NASA's Europa Clipper mission is already on its way to investigate this frozen world. Soon we may learn whether the ocean contains the ingredients for life. We may discover signs of hidden chemistry. We may even find evidence that something is swimming beneath the ice. And if that happens, everything changes, because the greatest discovery in human history may not be found on a distant exoplanet. It may be hiding beneath the frozen skin of a moon orbiting Jupiter. Europa looks peaceful from afar, a bright white marble floating silently through space. But beneath that beautiful shell lies a world of crushing darkness, radioactive death, and an ocean that may contain secrets older than humanity itself. It is one of the most promising places to search for alien life, and one of the most hostile places a human could ever stand. Perhaps that is what makes Europa so fascinating. It sits between hope and horror, between discovery and danger, a frozen doorway into the unknown.